Hey everybody, it's Drew, and today I wanted to talk about Fortnite. Now, as much as I like the game, I also really do dislike it right now. I have disliked the game for a long time, for the past few years, but I'm going to talk about everything that is wrong with Fortnite right now and everything that they need to fix. Now, I'm not actually supposed to upload today because my upload schedule is Monday and Friday. But I just feel like I need to make this video and talk about it. Now let's get the good side of Fortnite out of the way before the bad side. The good thing about Fortnite is that it's a way for all of my friends to meet up and talk. It's a great way to meet new people, and also it's kind of like a meeting center for all of my friends to get along online and just talk or play games together. I like that about Fortnite, that every day I can just log on and all my friends will be there and want to play with me. So that's what I do like about Fortnite. Now, what they need to fix in Fortnite. Before we get into it, I just want to thank everybody for my first video hitting 1,000 views. I have no clue why the Roblox sexy video has 1,000 views, but YouTube says 92% of the views are from YouTube search, so, yeah. I'm not a pervert, I just made that video to be funny. So now everything's out of the way, we're going to talk about what Fortnite needs to do to save their game. Now, Fortnite has been up and down for probably a year now, and Fortnite just keeps messing up. I don't know what they're doing in their offices anymore, but it feels like they're just trying to make things crazier and crazier, and it's just getting a lot worse. So let's start with some of the very important stuff. I want to start off with they need to add Siphon into the game. So I feel like Siphon is just a need now, because with the new map and everything, there's barely any healing. There's always a storm. There's always people behind you, in front of you, to your left, to your right. There's always people everywhere. And once you get one of those kills, there's always like 3 other people all around you. I feel like Siphon is a need because it gets you mats after having a huge 700 mat build battle. It gives you health after getting pumped for 180 damage. I think Siphon is a big need, and they need to bring it back. I don't know why they got rid of it, but we need it back. Next, I gotta say, please, this is probably the biggest priority, fix bloom. I understand not every single shot should hit a person, but in my opinion, when my marker is, if my crosshair is on somebody, then I think it should hit them. I've had times where I use an entire clip of AR ammo on one person, and my crosshair should be hitting them the entire time, but instead, every bullet is going to the bottom left or the top right, or just random directions that I'm not even aiming at. I feel like this is a need, especially because I can't hit a single shot with a burst either. The burst bloom is just out of control, and sometimes it shoots in directions that I'm not even aiming at. Next, I gotta say, add mobility. They need to add mobility in the game with this new map, because not only is this map bigger, but the storm is deadlier. There's basically no ways to move around. Now you might be thinking, well, there's boats, but here's the thing. Boats mainly spawn on the outskirts of the map, which is kind of completely useless to going to the zone in the very middle of the map. Now you also might be saying, well, there's rivers. But here's the thing about rivers. It's kind of a good thing, bad thing. Sometimes rivers are real life physics in Fortnite, where the river might be pushing a certain direction. Now when you're trying to swim in the river, in these rivers or streams of water, if it's pushing you the other direction, then you're going slower than normally walking. But sometimes it is faster, but it's usually slower because the middle island is pushing to the outskirts or the outside of the map. So usually trying to swim in a river doesn't get you any faster to the zone. I just feel like they need to add mobility because it's so boring, and they need to add something with no rockets or nothing that can fly. They try to make their game too crazy now. Another one I'd say is new weapons. The game is just so boring with all the old weapons, and they need to add some new ones. They can't just add one new weapon or one upgrade variant of a weapon and call it good for the entire season. If you don't know, I'm talking about the heavy AR. They need to add more weapons, and if they can't, then maybe unvault some old weapons, because they need to fix the loot pool right now because it is so boring. Another thing that I think Fortnite has to fix is the phasing. I've probably had people phase through my walls, ramps, floors, pyramids more than any other season. It's actually annoying me to play any matches anymore. Every single time I build, there's always a person that phases through my wall, and my ramp, and my floor, and my pyramid, and just one pumps me. It annoys me so much because I've died so many times now because of it. Phasing is an absolute issue. Another one I want is legendary supply drops again. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, in one of the recent updates, or one of the very few recent updates, Fortnite made it so supply drops have a bigger chance to drop purple weapons than legendary. A very good thing that people loved about supply drops was that they always give a legendary weapon. Sometimes if you only had a green loadout, it'd be the savior of your game. But now, sometimes you just get a purple weapon, like a purple pistol, and people aren't happy about it. And now I'm going to get to kind of the fun part about Fortnite and what they should do to entertain people. They should definitely add more challenges. And I'm not saying just do Love and War for 10 days. Jesus Christ. They need to add more challenges to entertain people and actually get them to want to do stuff. I feel like this season was so long that they should have had extra challenges and an extra long battle pass. They also should have more tournaments. If you don't know, the PlayStation players had a pretty big tournament for rewards, like actual real in-game rewards. I also think they should add a double pump option in creative. There's really no reason why they shouldn't. They've patched it and everything, but I understand that. It's not like I'm asking to bring it back in the game. I'm just asking to have it as an option in creative so I can have more fun in creative and make better and more content that would be fun to play with my friends. I also think they should add the special items in creative, like the Avengers items, like Captain America's shield, or the batarangs, or Iron Man's fists, or any stuff like that. I'd also like more seasonal challenges. I felt like Christmas this year was really lame in Fortnite. They could have done a lot more stuff with it, and they made it horrible. I think they should also add new limited time modes, aka LTMs. Fortnite just didn't make an LTM. If you're saying, oh well, they made search and destroy and all this stuff, they didn't. For the last season, Fortnite hasn't actually been making the LTMs, but they've been only posting the community-made LTMs and naming it as their own. I also think they should add more LTMs in general, because there's barely any this season. Sometimes there's one LTM that stayed there for a few weeks, and then a new one rotated. I also think they should add actually good-looking skins. I don't think anybody is gonna want some of these skins. I mean, I think Fortnite forgets that we're spending money on these skins, and not everybody is going to want something super trashy looking or just disgusting. And we want something clean and nice looking, or something that fits our personality. Now we're going to get kind of to the statistical part of Fortnite. They should really fix their lag and their ping. I can't tell you how many times I've had a lag spike this season, and I'm blaming it on their new Chaos engine. I've seen a lot of pro players complaining about it, and they have $10,000 PCs. It amazes me how laggy Fortnite can be, and sometimes it's not even the player's fault, but it's just Fortnite, most of the time. Another thing they should fix is PC players joining console players in creative. If you don't know about this, then I'm happy to tell you about it. Basically, me and my friends were going to play some creative together, and if you don't know, I play on PC, and most of my friends play on console. But for some reason, there's a glitch where when I play with my friends on console in creative, it doesn't work. But for some reason, in creative fill, it does work without lagging. I don't know why this is, but everybody just randomly starts lagging when a PC player joins a private creative lobby. I think more healing should also come out of chess. I kind of hate how all the healing in the game right now just kind of depends on fishing, and I kind of want more healing items than just med kit or bandages that come out of chests. More healing would be definitely more fun and definitely bring some other stuff to the table for the healing pool. I would like them to fix the tactical shotgun, because the tac shotgun, I feel like the tac shotgun's damage is super inconsistent right now, and they just need to fix it. I can't tell you how many times I hit a headshot for 23 or a body shot for 30. It makes no sense about the tactical shotgun, and that's why I only use pumps. Now, talking about pumps, my pumps don't do any damage either, and I know a lot of people can back me up on both of these shotguns. But pump does absolutely no damage right now except for headshot damage. Sometimes I hit every single bullet on somebody and it only does about 30 damage. They really need to buff the pump, but not the headshot damage. Headshot damage is a lot, but the body shot is not enough. I also think they should do mobility items, like riftigos and shockwaves, or maybe different items that they could make. I feel like Fortnite has really not been trying lately, so the community is all they've been relying on. So this next season better be good. I also came up with Siphon and Bounty LTM. The Bounty LTM, if you don't know, is basically a mode where a bunch of people are trying to kill each other for coins, and the first to 500 coins wins. But the thing is that everybody in the mode has 3 lives. So when they die, they spawn in the sky exactly where they died, so they can just glider down and clean you up. So you might have just killed a guy and got all of his coins in a battle, and you might be at 20 health, and then he might just glider down to you and re-kill you again. I think Siphon is a big part that needs to be added, so people can actually heal and all that madness. Another big thing they need to fix is blank shots. This is mainly with snipers, and you probably know what this is. Sometimes you will be hit by a shot, but you won't take any damage. And sometimes you'll shoot somebody and not take damage. It usually happens to me shooting something more than me actually getting hit, because I can't tell you how many headshots I've hit on people, but done no damage. Sometimes I shoot someone with a tactical shotgun and it does absolutely no damage, but it's just a blank shot. Some more things is that they need to vault or nerf the fire rate of the P90. I'm absolutely tired of the spraying with this, and every single squad game I go in, there's always that person with a P90 that just sprays you and hits every single shot. Another small detail I'd like them to add is let spectators see the map. It kind of bugs me out when I can't help my teammate when I'm dead, because I can't see the map or tell them what to do or where to go. The last thing that I came up with was to lower the burst AR spawn rate. Every single match I find a burst, and I can't tell you how much I hate it now. Sometimes I just want a good old classic AR, but I can't find it. I have to deal with a burst for the entire game. I love AUGs as much as the next guy, but when it comes to green bursts all over the map, it kind of starts to make me mad. So this was my list on what Fortnite needs to do to save their game. In my opinion, I think it's a pretty good list. I'm going to leave everything in the description so you can look at it, just in case you didn't know or you didn't remember what I said. I'll paste it all in the description of this video. Make sure to smash that subscribe button. I'm trying to beat Hillary Clinton in subscribers, so if you could subscribe, that would be amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for all the support, and I'll see you guys later.